Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome back to your mat. If you're new here, my name is Kirsten. I am a 200-hour registered yoga teacher and also a mat Pilates instructor. And today we're getting into a little nighttime yoga for flexibility and low back pain because the girls are telling me being hunched over at a desk is not fun. And I know that life very well. So, this is something that you can do laying down in your bed or you can do it right before you get into bed. But this is to prepare your body to relax, really recover from your day, and I hope you enjoy it. So, when you're ready to begin, we're gonna start laying all the way down on our back in a supine position. So, start to settle into your mat. Your legs can go long, your arms can just be down by your sides. You can close your eyes here. Start to really feel yourself grow heavy into the mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Let's do two more. Inhale and exhale. One more like that. Deep breath in. This time, really sigh it out. Nice. As you continue to breathe here, really try to relax yourself. Maybe you let your tongue drop from the roof of your mouth. Maybe you take a moment to let your shoulders fall down deeper into the mat. Your hips are heavy. Your heels are heavy. You're fully relaxed. Let's do one more. Take a deep breath in together and let it go. Nice. Let's get ready to move. So start to blink your eyes open. Your hands will go all the way up to the ceiling. Fingertips are pointing to the sky. Your palms are facing each other. We're going to start to protract our shoulders. So think about separating your shoulder blades like you're reaching your fingers 1 inch closer to the ceiling. And then let your shoulders relax back down on the mat. So the head is heavy. Inhale. Start to reach those fingertips sliding up a wall. Exhale, lower. Nice. This really helps our tech neck keep continuing to move. A lot of time, our neck is constantly pushed forward. So by protracting and retracting our shoulders, we leave our head heavy on the mat, but start to engage those muscles to support our head. One more, reach your fingertips all the way up to the ceiling. Can you reach one more inch? Reach, reach, reach. And then fingers come down. We're gonna draw a few arm circles. So your arms circle back behind you. Start to open out to the side like you're drawing a snow angel and right back through the middle. Nice. As you continue these circles, check in with your ribs. Can you keep your ribs knit together? Press yourself firmly into the mat. Nice. This time, open arms all the way out to the side, overhead and down. We'll do two more here. I love to set an intention for these yoga practices. So today, our intention is to just show up. Better yet, to be easy. One more big circle here. So be easy with yourself. Be calm with yourself. Just show up on your mat. Slowly bend one knee into your chest and then the other. We're going to take our hands to our knees and start to circle our knees. So knees draw in towards your chest. They circle side to side, and then they swoop down and around. So drawing these big circles here, really starting to maybe warm up our hips. Y'all know I love to say you might feel a little snap, crackle, pop right here. Next time your knees are in toward your chest, reverse. So they go down, toes reach for the mat, but then they open to the side and swoop back in. Nice big circles down, out, and around. Two more here. Beautiful. One more. Nice. And then both knees draw into your chest, wrap around. Just start to give yourself a little hug here. Maybe you sway side to side on your mat. And then we're going to pause in the middle. Let your left foot drop toward the mat. Draw that right knee in even closer. Think about pressing your low back, kind of sticking out your booty here, pressing into the mat as much as possible. Take a minute, rotate that right ankle around in one circle. And then pause, take that ankle around in the opposite direction. Whew. Beautiful. Wrap around, grab the back of that right thigh. We're gonna straighten our leg all the way up to the ceiling, pointing that toe like you're poking a hole in the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the knee back in toward your chest. Can you pull it a little closer? Nice. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that right leg all the way up. Straighten that leg as much as possible. Big breath in. Exhale, bend it back in. Once more here. I know hamstrings are tight. Straighten that leg all the way up. To add on, flex your toes back towards your face or towards your shin. And then pause here. Maybe you start to walk that hand up just a little bit so that you can draw that leg maybe 1 inch closer toward your body. Nice. Keep your pelvis pressed into the mat. All right, adding on one more time. You can start to scoot that left foot long on the mat, walking that leg out so that you eventually come into a full split position. Both legs are long. Let's do one breath here together. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bend that right knee in toward your chest. Now take your left hand to your right knee. Start to guide that knee over to the left side. So it's crossing the body. Your right arm is gonna come to a T. This is great for if you sit at a desk. This supine twist. You'll feel it in your low back. You'll feel it in your glutes. If you want a little bit more here, you can gaze over your right shoulder. Oh, Lordy. So you're really feeling the stretch there. Nice. Remember, be easy, show up. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Amazing. Slowly rolling onto your back again. We're gonna drop our right foot to the mat. Slowly draw that left knee in toward your chest. You're giving yourself a big hug here. Think about, again, sticking your booty out, but drawing that knee closer at the same time. Start to circle that left ankle around, drawing big circles as if your big toe was a crayon. You're trying to paint the room. Pause and reverse that circle all the way around. Nice big circles. Nice. And then slowly we're gonna wrap around, grabbing the back of that left thigh this time. Start to straighten your left toes all the way up toward the ceiling. Now, our legs are gonna be different. Inhale. Exhale, bend it in. My left leg is a lot tighter than my right, so just adjust here. Maybe you slack up on that pressure on that thigh. Start to straighten that leg to the ceiling one more time, pointing your toe. And then drawing the knee. As you bend the knee in, can you bring it closer to your body? Closer, 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 closer. Nice. One more time. We straighten all the way up to the ceiling. This time, here we go. We flex our toes back toward your face. I'm already feeling the stretch up my entire hamstring. The goal here, even if your leg is further out, can you really straighten through the back of that knee as much as possible? Here we go. We start to walk that right foot all the way out, walking that foot out, so much so that you start to come into your full split position or L position, both legs long. One breath in, exhale. Bend that left knee into your chest. Nice. Take your right hand to that left knee. That left knee is guided all the way over to the right side. Let it drop. Let it fall heavy. And then left arm comes toward a T. As you're here, can you try to press both shoulder blades into the mat? You can gaze over to the left side. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Slowly rolling onto your back again. Both knees are gonna come up to the sky. Both feet are planted into the mat. Let's bring our hands to our pelvis. Just start to windshield wiper your legs. So draw your lower back deeper into the mat and then just let your knees drop to one side. They may not go far. Try to keep both hips on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, knees come through the center. They drop all the way over to the other side. Both hips are placed into the mat. Your pelvis is sturdy. Inhale. Exhale one more time, dropping to one side. Maybe gaze to the other. Inhale. Exhale, coming through the center, dropping over to the other side. Gaze goes to the other side of your space. And back through the middle. All right, little low back stretch from here. Our right ankle is gonna cross over your left knee. Already think about pressing that right knee open. So you're here, you're trying to press that right knee open as much as possible. This might be enough for you here. If you stay here, you can start to add a little movement, swaying side to side. If you want a little bit more, pause in the middle, start to pick that left foot up from the mat, reach through, grab the back of that left thigh or that right foot, and then think about drawing the shape closer in towards your body while still pressing that right knee all the way out. Same thing here, a little sway side to side, helps you feel the movement in different parts of your outer glute or your IT band. Beautiful. Let's do one breath in. On your exhale, can you draw your knees a little bit closer? Just here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release that left foot to the mat, and then uncross your legs. Whew, that's tight. All right, left ankle goes over your right knee. You can stay here. If you do, see how this knee is here? Think about pressing that left knee open to the left side of your space. Did you hear that pop? Maybe you did. All right, you can stay here. If you do, you can wiggle that right knee side to side to invite a little bit of movement. Or you can pause and lift that right knee up. So it's like one L shape here. Reach through, grab the back of that right thigh, that left foot, start to pull the shape in closer to your body as you're pressing that left knee to the side. Amazing. Remember our intention, be easy, show up. A little sway side to side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, the knee draws a little bit closer to your body. We are here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release that foot, uncross those legs. Nice, take a little reset. And then we're gonna slowly make our way up to seated. So to be easy, we're gonna roll onto one side and then use that top arm to lift yourself all the way up. Coming seated in the center of our space, sending your legs all the way out long. Think about sitting up super tall here, like someone's pulling you by a string up and out of those hips to sit up 1 more inch toward the sky. Amazing. From here, our arms come out to little teepees, so we're just on our fingertips. Start to circle your head around in one direction. Let your head fall heavy to the front, back, and sides of your space. 1 more big circle here. Can you relax your shoulders? And then the next time your head is at the front, reverse your circle all the way around. Nice. Covering the front, both sides, and back of your space. Nice. And then slowly sit all the way up tall. From here, our right ear is going to drop towards our right shoulder. See how that left hand started to come in toward my body? Think about reaching that hand even further away. And then take your right hand, bring it to the left side of your temple. Instead of pulling, just let your hand rest heavy there. A little bit of gravity starts to create some space on this left side of your body. Nice. Inhale. Exhale, release your hand, head comes back to center. Notice how that feels a little different. Let your left ear drop over to the left side. That right hand reaches further away. Then the left hand comes onto the right side of your temple. Just a little bit of gravity here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly your hand comes back down to the mat. Head comes back up to the center. Beautiful. I feel a little wonky here. Inhale your arms all the way up to the sky. Really flex your toes back toward your face. Right hand goes down to the mat. Can you sit up taller? Someone pulls that left hand, then reach up and over, fold over to your right side. Now, is that left hip still pressed into the mat? Think about pulling in opposition as someone's pulling your hand away. Let's gaze down toward our bottom forearm. And then for just a moment, gaze up towards that top elbow crease. Deep breath in. Exhale, push all the way up to the top, both arms high to the sky. Nice. This time, left hand comes long. Reach up and up, up, up with that right hand, then over, folding toward that left side. Incredible. Can you press now that right hip down into the mat as you press and pull away? You can look down towards that bottom forearm. Then for just a second, we're looking up towards that right elbow crease. You look up, deep breath in. Exhale, sit all the way up to the top. Now from here, our left hand is gonna find our right leg. Our right hand comes to a little teepee behind us. We're gonna sit tall, sit tall, sit tall. And then like you're wringing out your spine, turn and twist towards the back of the room. Once you get there, can you take your gaze further toward the back? This is another stretch that's really good before bed to loosen up our spine a little bit. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, stay. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale. Nice. Slowly unraveling, uncoiling your spine back to the front. We inhale, both arms high to the sky. On your exhale, your right hand finds that left leg. Left hand takes a TP behind you. Sit tall, and then turn and twist. Start to wring out your spine. When you get to the maximum point of your spine, can you just take your gaze 1 more inch? Maybe it's a centimeter, wherever you can. Nice, deep breath in. Exhale, stay. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale as you unravel all the way back to the front. All right, we're gonna do a forward fold stretch. So from here, you can flex your toes back toward your face. If you have really tight hamstrings, I invite you to bend your knees just a little bit here so that you can sit up even taller. From here, our hands are gonna go all the way up to the ceiling. Then we're gonna fold, reaching toward our feet. Reach for your toes. When you get there, wherever you are, drop your chin towards your chest. After a few moments here, you might find that you want to straighten your legs a little bit, that you want to maybe draw your legs a little bit closer together. So take a moment, shake your head no in your full forward fold. Nod your head yes. 1 more, we shake our head no. Nod our head yes. And then gently roll all the way up to sit tall. All right, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees. We're coming into a child's pose. So turning hot dog style on your mat. Bring your big toes together. Walk your knees the width of your mat, and then think about sending your hips back toward your heels. Once you get there, start to walk your hands all the way forward. Your forehead comes toward the mat. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Let your hips get heavy here. Think about really still actively reaching those fingertips away from you, so broadening your back here. Let's do 2 breaths. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Beautiful. Slowly, we're going to uncoil our spine, sitting ourselves up to a tabletop position. So our hips are right over our knees. Our shoulders are right over our wrists. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cows. Inhale, drop your belly to the earth. Start to widen your chest, gaze all the way up to the sky or the ceiling. On your exhale, dome out your spine. Your belly button goes high. You gaze toward your thighs. Inhale, we arch our back. Gaze all the way up. Exhale, we curve our back. Gaze all the way down and back. 1 more. Inhale, arch. And exhale, curve. Beautiful. Then we find a neutral spine. From here, inhale your right hand high to the sky, gazing up at that top hand. Little circles of the wrist. Be easy, show up. Little circles of the wrist in the opposite direction. And then we thread the needle. That hand threads through your body and your arm. You start to lower down, resting maybe on that shoulder, that head. And then wherever you are, can you think about letting your hips sit 1 inch back further toward your heels? For a little fun stretch, you can walk that left hand, that long hand out long on your mat, crawling those fingers forward. This feels amazing on your back. For me, I hope it feels good for you too. Awesome. Start to walk those fingertips of that long arm back in and then plant your palm. We're going to push all the way up, right hand to sky. Push up. Right hand goes all the way to the sky. Big twist. Can you twist a little more? And back down. Other side. Left hand goes high to the sky. Little pause, little circle of the wrist. Be easy. Do what? Show up. Little circle of the wrist in the opposite direction. And then that hand comes in between your body and your arm as you thread the needle. You lower down onto that arm, onto that side of your head, and then watch my hips. They sit a little bit further back. Pausing here, start to walk that right hand, those fingertips towards the front edge of your mat, just to feel a little different stretch in your back and your shoulders. And then slowly walk those fingertips back in toward your body. Right hand plants in the mat to use that hand to push all the way up. Big open twist on the left side. Twist, twist. And all the way down. Incredible. We're going to move to our lower body just to warm up our legs a little bit more. From here, starting with that right leg, we're just going to send our right leg back, tap your toes down on the mat to make a little kickstand, and then think about pressing back into that heel. So sending that heel to the wall behind you, and then slowly let yourself shift forward. So just a little mobility here. Push your hips back, push back. You'll start to feel the stretch up that hamstring of your long leg. And then pull it back up. One more time, you push your heels all the way back. Hang out and hold here. Think about shining both hips down toward the mat. And then pull all the way up. From here, our leg lifts. It crosses over the other leg. So over to that left side. Tap those toes down. From here, can you walk both of your hands toward that extended foot? So they go over to the left side of your mat. Think about sending your gaze back towards that long leg. Nice. You'll feel the stretch, honestly, all over your whole body for this one. One breath in and out. And then slowly turn your gaze back to the front of your mat. Your hands come back to the center. That long leg lifts up. It opens all the way out to the other side. So now it's on the right side of your mat. From here, send your hips back. I know you heard that pop. Send your hips forward. 2 more. Send your hips back. Not all the way. Send your hips forward. This time we're going all the way back. Send your hips all the way back. Let your hips drop toward that heel. Then from here, can you start to curl down to the mat? Your forehead comes toward the mat. To feel the stretch of that right hamstring. To me, it feels good, but it kind of feels like, those things that hurt good. That's what this stretch feels like. Deep breath in and let it go. Incredible. Slowly shift your hips forward. And then you're just going to draw that right leg in towards your body. All right, setting up for the other side. Starting off with our first hamstring stretch. The left leg goes behind us. We tap our toes down. Then from here, shift your hips back so that heel presses towards the back of your space. And draw it in. I feel like I should get a mat for people who are like 6 feet tall. Press your hips back. Heel goes toward the end of your space. Like sometimes I feel like my mats just are not long enough. And shift forward. One more time. Press your heel back. and then shift forward from here. Lift your left leg up, cross it over to the right side so it crosses over that leg that's stable, and then your hands walk towards that side of the room. Turn your gaze towards that extended leg. Feel the stretch up that hamstring, up your side body. Take your deep breath in and exhale. Uncoiling towards the front. Our hands come back to the center of the mat. That leg lifts up. It crosses all the way open this time. So it opens toward the left. We start to shift our hips back. A little shift. And hips come forward. 2 more like that. Shifting your hips back. Drawing your hips up. 1 more time, shifting your hips back. Sitting your hips back toward your heel. When you get there, folding forward, reaching that forehead toward your mat. Feeling the stretch up that hamstring, that inner thigh. Deep breath in and deep breath out. A lot of times when our low back hurts, start to lift yourself up. It's because our glutes are weak and our glutes and our abs are weak usually is when your low back starts to hurt. So that's what we're doing is stretching and strengthening. Draw that left leg in. We're preparing for bed here. So walking our legs forward, sending our legs all the way out in front of us. And then slowly, when you're ready, making your way down onto your mat. Nice. And then slowly, when you get here, we're going to draw both knees into your chest. Nice. We're going to bring our feet like we're going to stamp on the ceiling, but then bend your knees into your chest. Wrap around. You can grab your thigh, your calf, your ankle, or reach around, grab the outside of your feet, and then think about sticking your booty out. So stick your butt out for your happy baby. This is my favorite yoga posture. If you have a tight low back and tight hips, this is incredible. You sway side to side like happy babies do. You can close your eyes here for the rest of the practice. You can return to your intention, a word or phrase that you want to carry with you into your next day or the rest of your week. Be easy, show up. Slowly start to bend that left knee in closer to your body. Start to extend that right leg. It may not go straight, just a little straightening of that right leg. And you'll find yourself falling toward the right side. And before you hit the mat, you bend that right leg in. Straighten or think about straightening that left leg. Let yourself be heavy. Nice. And then both knees come in. Draw your knees closer together, wrap around, give yourself the biggest hug of class. Big hug, knees come into your chest. Take a second, curling your head and shoulders off the mat. It's like your knees are going to kiss your forehead. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Can you curl a little deeper? 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, let your head release to the mat. Let your legs release slowly out long. We're coming into our final position. Letting yourself be heavy here. I think you're ready for bed. I'd say so. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale. On this next inhale, draw your arms overhead for a full body stretch like you just woke up this morning. Interlace your fingertips, flip your palms, stretching, reaching for the back of the room. Reaching in opposite directions. Slowly your arms extend, your palms meet overhead. And then your palms land at heart center. I thank you so much for showing up on your mat today. The light, teacher, and student in me honors the light, teacher, and student in all of you. Sweet dreams. Namaste. Good night, y'all. See you next time.